Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am very excited to be here today sharing this story with you guys because this is a journey that I have been on for the past 5-ish years. I've never openly talked about my experience with the medical system or having surgery on this channel just because that's not really what my channel is about. Because you guys don't really know what I had or what the situation is, I'm going to tell you. We're taking it way back here, you guys. We have to go back as far as like 2010, 2011, in and around that area for you guys to really kind of get the whole picture here. Around that age was when I started to notice that my hip was sticking out. There's natural asymmetry in our bodies, but mine was like, hello. I had tons of insecurities surrounding the way that my body looked, and it caused me pain. The combination of those two things was a really huge motivator for me to go to tons of different chiropractors, physiotherapists, and doctors. And the very first chiropractor that I went to, probably in like 2012, 2013, said I had nothing wrong with me. My body looks significantly different from most other people's, and I'm always in so much pain. The worst pain that I was ever in would be after physical activity. There would be days where I would come off the soccer field literally crying, and it's not just like a dull ache, it's like sharp pain that runs up and down your spine. After seeing that first chiropractor, I'm like, this doesn't sit right. Like, I need an actual answer. So we went to another chiropractor and she said, okay, yeah, I think you've got scoliosis, but I can't officially diagnose you. I went to my family doctor and he said, there's nothing that I can do for you, but you definitely have some form of scoliosis. This was probably in like 2014, early 2015 that I had finally been given an answer. After seeing my family doctor, I moved on to another chiropractor, and this time around, he was working with me more so for pain management. I was seeing this chiropractor almost every single day for about a year up until I had my surgery. From the time that I was referred to my surgeon by my family doctor to the first time I met with my surgeon was probably about 6 months later. The very first meeting with my surgeon was, I think, the hardest one, because that's when it really started to sink in, and he was like, yeah, okay, we've taken your x-rays, we know what we're working with, we can't give you a brace because a brace isn't going to change anything, it won't fix anything for you at this point, so your only option is surgery. And of course, at that point in time, I was like, what do you mean surgery? Like, there's got to be a way to fix this. And that wasn't coming from a place of fear, but it was kind of coming from a place of disbelief. Like, for the first time, I had finally been given an answer, but it wasn't what I expected and not totally what I wanted. After that initial meeting, I then had my pre-op appointment, and this was basically where we took more x-rays. He's like, this is what's going to happen on the day of surgery, and these are all the things you need to do. Come March 3rd of 2016, I had my operation. So I had spinal fusion surgery, and they fused a pretty large portion of my spine, and I feel very silly because I could not tell you which section of my spine. Like, I should know, but I don't. So they fused a really significant portion of my spine, and ever since then, I've been living my best life. I did have to take a fair amount of time off of sports after, which was really difficult for me because athletics are such a huge part of my life. I would not have traded that experience for the world. It was absolutely incredible. Anyways, that's just a little backstory, a little bit of context so you guys know what the heck is happening and why I'm here. So stay tuned if you want to see me dance around in a gown, get some x-rays done, and look at my spine. Let's go. It has been such a long time since I've last been here. I think it's almost 2 years at this point. And basically each appointment is the same. I show up, I wait for about an hour, I go and get an x-ray or MRI, and then I go and see my doctor. So today we are hoping that that is a very quick and easy process, and I have my chai latte to tie me over until then, and we shall see how it goes. I had idiopathic scoliosis, and basically that is a type of scoliosis that has an unknown cause. Scoliosis is the curvature of the spine, so essentially your spine just goes all wonky and does weird things. And for me, that started out as a C curve, and gradually progressed into an S curve. And my top curve was about 12 degrees, maybe 13, and my bottom curve was 42, which was considered severe. When I found out that I needed surgery, I was overwhelmed initially, but I wasn't scared by that fact. And I think that in part was due to the fact that I had my family right beside me. I had a really good surgeon, and at that point in time, a career in medicine was something that I was seriously considering, specifically surgery. I thought that would have been the absolute coolest job to have, and now I firsthand got to experience what every step of that journey looks like. It was kind of funny because when I actually went into the OR, I had the biggest smile on my face, and all of like the doctors and anesthesiologists and radio techs and, you know, all the extra nurses in there were just like, they were so confused as to why I was sitting there like, oh my god, this is so cool. I'm so excited. Anyways, I'm about to head into my final appointment today, so I will let you guys know what my doctor has to say and how my good old spine is doing. I'm all ready for my scans now, and I'm just waiting in my room. The scans are really, really cool because instead of doing a standard x-ray, they actually put me in a low radiation CAT scan type of thing. But it's really cool because you're basically standing in like this big tube, and these like giant like donut shaped rings rise up above you on either side, and then they make like this weird buzzing sound, and they go up and down and up and down, and they basically take a full body scan without emitting as much radiation, so it's not as harmful to you, and you get an incredibly clear picture. When I tell you that this was such a cool and exciting experience for me, I am not kidding. Like, I love stuff like this. I love being around here and getting to learn about my body and see how things change. I guess the other thing that I could show you while I'm here and waiting is my scar. That is by far one of my favorite things about my body and this whole experience. Like, I've got a war wound and I can prove it and I can show you guys. I love it. I think it is the coolest thing on the face of this planet. I'm gonna try and show you guys without like totally flashing you because the back of this gown is completely open. I mean, I have pants on and a bra on, but still. I don't really know how much you guys can see, but my scar basically starts down here and runs all the way up there. Out of all possible diseases to have, to me at least, scoliosis is probably one of the better ones to have because they know how to fix it and they've been doing it a very, very long time. And within the realm of scoliosis, my case wasn't even that bad. Even though it seemed really bad to people who didn't know much about it, it really wasn't horrible. I think it is now time for me to go and get my scan done. So I'm gonna go and do that, and I cannot bring you guys with me because it is a radioactive area and phones are a no-go. So I'll be back. You should be looking cute. I'm a little bored if you can't tell. This is the one part of my appointments that drives me crazy. It's the part where I have to wait. I got my scan done though, so that's good.
Your profile, obviously it looks beautiful. Like, we look at how your head is, like your alignment, all the screws are in perfect position. Nothing's pulled
Wonderful.
out. Yeah, which is great. Yeah, those are things we look for.
Yeah.
But we also look at sort of below and above the curve.
Okay, so I just finished speaking with the fellow, not my actual surgeon, but she was showing me my x-rays, and I just think that's the before and this is the after. And like, oh my god, you guys, it's incredible what they are able to do and how they are able to help you. I think it's so cool. Y'all just got to see the inside of my body. You got to see all the bones, the organs, all that good stuff. I'm officially done my appointment, and apparently this isn't the last one. I actually have one more after this that will be 1 year from now, or roughly a year from now, but I'm done for today. So I finished my appointment, and my doctor said that basically I just need one more in 1 year from now, and then I'll be completely done and completely taken care of. Whoa, it's so crazy because this whole process has taken nearly 5 years of my life to get from the start to the very finish. And I just find it so crazy to think that it's been so easy and it's gone by so fast. Like, if you think about it, 5 years is a pretty long time, but somehow in living my life, it flew by. And it's crazy for me to think that next year I'll officially be done. I honestly thought today was my very last appointment, but apparently not. And I'm kind of okay with that because I love seeing my surgeon. I love working with all the fellows and the researchers that come in, and it's such a fun time, you guys. I love it. But anyways, that is pretty much it for this little video vlog situation all about my scoliosis experience. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to ask, because I absolutely love talking about this stuff. It makes me seem very self-absorbed and whatnot, and I promise you that I'm not. I just love talking about this stuff because I think it's so cool and it's very interesting. And anyways, that is all from me today. So if you do have any questions, feel free to ask. Let me know down in the comment sections below. You can feel free to email me, whatever you like. I'll be there. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Bye.